All right, so I just saw last night King Kong vs. Godzilla. Pretty good movie. It wasn't as amazing as some people told me it was. I was going in, honestly, I think that's what hurt me. I went in expecting an amazing movie just based on what people were telling me. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. Definitely better than what I expected it to be initially before all the praise came out. The cinematography was amazing, graphics, all that. It looked great. But we're gonna talk about what matters, which is the fight. And a couple things confuse me in the community about this because I don't feel like it's very complicated. Now, I do think I have an inherent advantage over most power scalers in the community and content creators because I don't really care about either character. I don't have much of a bias. I don't particularly like Godzilla, but I also don't really care about King Kong. He's just a monkey. So it's like a monkey and a lizard to me. But when I was watching this, I mean, I think it should be obvious who should be the superior even before this film. It should be Godzilla. King Kong got dunked on by napalm in the his Skull Island movie. So even if he grows over 50 years, that shouldn't make a difference in terms of durability to fire and incendiary type things. And you can't compare napalm to atomic breath. That's that doesn't compare at all. So, like, Kong already should have been like significantly weaker just because of the breath. Like that alone should give him mega problems. Plus the teeth, the claws, the tail. Godzilla has all these advantages over, like these inherent advantages over a damn big ass monkey. So I was kind of confused on why people thought this was going to be like a close battle, why they think it's a close battle in particular. Like, both characters do use outside help, right? Denying Godzilla has ever used outside help is kind of ridiculous because he needed it several times throughout the movies. But Kong does as well, and he needed it to fight Godzilla. By the way, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but some stuff might slip, just letting you know. But anyways, this should be mostly spoiler free. I'm just talking about Kong versus Godzilla in the general sense, the truth about the general matchup. So you have one smart big monkey versus one ancient, even superior to dinosaur type beings that has claws, atomic breath, amazing underwater as well, scales, all these things. He has this and regen, like well-known regen. Several significant advantages over this monkey, okay? And then let's say we said, okay, just blow for blow, no weapons like scales, tails, and stuff like that. They're just throwing hands. Maybe they're relative, right? Maybe, but Godzilla should still have a significant weight advantage, but let's say maybe they're still relative. You're only giving Kong an axe, and then you're allowing Godzilla to use everything else, which is like 4 things I already mentioned. That's a +3 advantage. This is where my problem was in the movie, okay? This is the one thing, doesn't really spoil, because we see them do this in the trailer, stare down, right? And about to collide with the axe versus the breath. Before that starts, Kong's holding this axe, pops out holding this axe. Godzilla looks at the axe and like hesitated, like didn't want to fight. So then Kong's there for a second and then he drops it, beats on his chest and is like, okay, I'll fight you hand to hand. And I have a big problem with this. Now, one, you can go ahead and chalk it up to out of character for Godzilla, and I'm actually fine with that. I don't like that being written for Godzilla. Godzilla should just want smoke regardless. He shouldn't be hesitating. He shouldn't be scared of a weapon. And he wanted no part of that weapon. Like the director made it obvious because not only in that scene did that happen, later on, Godzilla is shown to not trust that axe again. Like he doesn't want to turn his back to it. So obviously he was afraid of it. I just disagree with Godzilla being afraid. I don't like that. I don't like that for his character. He's the damn king of the monsters, and you're not supposed to be afraid. So him coming across as afraid to me, I mean, Godzilla fans will probably argue, oh, he wasn't afraid. He stubbed his toe and hesitated or something. I don't know, something stupid. But whatever it was, that's how it came across to me. And I don't like that. And then another argument I see is, oh, well, Kong was trying to use outside help to fight Godzilla. Like, he pulled up with an axe. That's not like his usual weaponry. It's like, okay, but Godzilla's been amped before he got amped to fight King Ghidorah multiple times. Like, well, I'm confused about why that's a problem and how that's really an amp. Because if we say they're somewhat relative, just throwing hands, usage of no other weapons, and I only give one side, like, let's strip away the title of King Kong and Godzilla, right? They're just two beings that are relative without using any kind of weapons, just hand-to-hand, strength and stuff, right? I give one side long-range atomic breath, claws, tail, armor. Other side, I give an axe. Now, the side with those 4 tools is scared to start the fight against the side with 1 tool. So 1 tool has to get rid of that tool, has 0 tools, and now fights 0 tools versus 4 tools, because 4 tools wasn't comfortable against just 1. That's horrible. That's a bad look. Low-key made Godzilla look weak sauce. So, you can defend that by saying it was bad writing. I don't have a problem with you. I'm serious. I don't have a problem with you guys saying that, because he charged Mechagodzilla. Like, that's some ish that Godzilla would do. That's what I expect him to do. King stuff. Pull up on your ops immediately. He's supposed to do that. He's not supposed to hesitate when he has all these weapons and he sees a monkey with an axe. Why are you hesitating? Like, what? That was stupid to me. Like, that's soft. So, in terms of who should be superior, I don't think it's a good conversation to have, because one side obviously has so many more advantages. You're supposed to win. Like, regardless of what happens in movies and stuff, on paper, Godzilla should smack King Kong. I don't care if you're a Kong fan. Godzilla should smack him. So, the fact that this is a matchup is kind of dumb. I don't know why we keep buying into it, but we do. But it was a pretty good movie. Not going to talk about who they end up fighting and stuff, but, a whole bunch of other things get involved. Kong tanks some stuff. I was confused at what Kong could and couldn't tank. Like, they really pick and choose with his durability. Godzilla fans, I'll give you that. Godzilla's just, like, typically tough all around. Kong, his durability is weird. It's really hit or miss. But yeah, the movie was good, but this matchup itself, like, truthfully, it shouldn't be a matchup. Godzilla should smack him. And I just think my one complaint about the matchup in the movie was they made Godzilla look weak for hesitating to step to my boy with the axe. So that's weak sauce, because he already had multiple advantages. So I don't get that. Well, I guess we'll chalk it up to bad writing, but and the argument about Kong needing outside help is stupid, because, like I said, humans nuked Godzilla to amp him back up. They backed him up with the military against his ops, all that. Like, they tried to help him. He's had help several times, so both sides have had help before. So that's kind of a dumb argument. I don't think either side really has room. Now, if you're arguing who should win, no axe versus just regular Godzilla, obviously Godzilla. Like, he should win. Like, you can't, like, if you go in there as a Godzilla fan and he beats up King Kong, to me, you can't talk trash, because it's like, he's supposed to win. That's what you're supposed to do. When you have so many inherent advantages over another being, you're supposed to dominate. And so I do get confused by the energy of Godzilla fans whenever he gets wins over weaker foes. But, yeah, and sorry Kong fans that are mad that I just implied Kong's weak. It's all about relativity. He should be weaker. There's no shame in that. But the fact he pulls up makes him gangster, okay? I do think the portrayal of Kong was gangster in this film. It was probably my favorite portrayal of him ever. And I did like him. He was probably the best part, besides the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth looked amazing. But yeah, overall, pretty good movie. But this matchup, like I said, it should always go to Godzilla. I don't think it's a good matchup. And couple times in the matchups, like him hesitating, I just didn't like for the character. But let me know what you guys think. If you saw the movie, let me know. If you want me to do a complete breakdown of the movie, all that, rank characters, do some battles with them, let me know. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but if y'all want me to get going on that, let me know for sure. Anyways, it's been your boy, YFV. We're on our road to 10K. Thank you guys for supporting. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I will see y'all later. Peace.